You start off playing these games and you think, oh my goodness, I got to start off in a new world and I'm going to find a new experience and it's going to be amazing. And then some time passes and maybe you jump from one MMO to another one. And, it's just easy to kind of always be playing the field, looking around to see what's the next game that you want to play, right? And then for me, I started to realize I got to a point where I just kind of felt like, man, it's a long journey to start over. Don't really want to start over anymore. I just want to find a place to call home. You log in, you check it out every day. It is what it is. And it's true. I'm guilty of it. I go in the Steam store, there's a sale, some game is on sale. I buy it because I'm an idiot and it's a good deal. And then I play it a little bit and it kind of catches my attention. And then I think to myself after a little bit, I think I'll go back to the tried and true game that I have been playing all along before. It's kind of like that in life too. You start to feel like there's a point in your life when you don't want to start over anymore. And you're not really looking for something perfect. It's true. Perfect always catches your eye. And I'm not saying you don't ever do anything new. It's just there comes a time when you stop looking for new things and you just want to see through the things that you've already begun. You want to finish up that main story quest. You want to finish up that game that you started. You want to have that familiar, cozy place where you can always go and return. And perfect stops being as important as good. And life is filled with a lot of things that promise to be something new, something exciting, something innovative and groundbreaking, and maybe it even is. But it doesn't necessarily top familiarity, something that you can just count on. And I think no matter how much there's new things that kind of come onto the scene, there's a point where you just get tired of all the chasing of something new. Right now we're going through the election cycle. There's going to be another election, and I take an interest in all that. But then I also think, my goodness, I've seen this stuff before. I'm not going to be all jumping up and down, making a fool out of myself over what happens in a political election. I'm not saying it doesn't interest me. It does. It's just, again, you think back to all the times when you've been really obsessed with something, you've been really into it, you've been totally gung-ho about something, and you just start to feel tired. Like you don't want to go to another circus. You just want to kind of sit there, take in the view, and let life be calm. I think life doesn't need a lot of things in it to be satisfactory. It just needs a few things that maybe keep you grounded, a few things that you can return to, a few things that are familiar, if not perfect. But mostly, I guess you don't want to start over anymore. Maybe that's something that we all experience as we go from youth into other seasons of our life. And we become middle-aged, we become older. You just stop wanting to repeat things. You stop wanting to start over. You start wanting to invest in the things that you already have. And it's crazy how much drama and chaos there is to be found in the world. Sometimes I think I don't like it that I'm lonely. I don't like it that my life is sometimes too quiet. But then I think about all the trouble that people can cause you. I think to myself, my goodness, I don't want to start over. I don't have the energy to start over and go through all the drama, all of the chaos that people bring into your life. I just want peace. And sometimes peace is lonely. Sometimes peace is in the company of things that aren't perfect. Sometimes you think life isn't all that you wanted it to be, and yet it's pretty good too at the same time. And well, I don't know. Crazy thing is, sometimes it seems like I just don't feel like I have a whole heck of a lot to say anymore. So what do you say? How do you come up with content when you don't really have anything to say? You just settle down and take in the sights and let one day turn into the next, and that's it. Maybe that's the great lesson of life, that there is no finishing point, you know? There's no benchmark you have to achieve. It's just a matter of being present in the moment and making something pleasant out of the life that you were given. But I do think whether you're talking about games or you're talking about relationships, you're talking about life, we do have a tendency to always be looking for new things to add in. Some new thing that's going to come on the scene is going to make everything different. And then maybe we get set up for disappointment because we don't really need something new. We just need to make the most of something that we already have. And that's enough in the end, if we can just do that. You just enjoy your life. You go back to the things that add a sense of consistency and familiarity into your life, and just like that game library, you know, wind up with a couple hundred games in my library, and I wind up playing just the same, probably 4 or 5 of them, because those are the ones I like, those are the ones I come back to, those are the ones I know. And you know, that's all there is to it. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes you have a better time when you stop trying to see if you can find more content and you just simplify. I think that's about the best solution I can give to those blue moments in life when you just don't really feel a lot, you simplify. You get rid of a few extra things, and sometimes it's nice because you wind up with a little bit less weight, a little bit less on your shoulders. And it doesn't necessarily make it easy to bear the loneliness of life, the sense that life is occasionally daunting. But I think when you simplify, you don't feel like you have to spend so much time chasing things. Then maybe you don't have all the answers, but at least you can sleep well at night. And that's something. So pick the few things that bring a sense of peace into your life and don't necessarily worry about all the rest. You don't need to sample every single game that gets a new release. Sometimes it's alright to just play the ones that have always been part of your library for a long time and make the most of them. Same thing in life. Don't try to add more and more stuff. Don't try to always find something to fix every problem. Just learn to enjoy a few things that you do have in your life and don't worry about anything else. Your life might not be glamorous, might not be a wild roller coaster ride, but a life filled with peace is a blessing in and of itself. So I think that's important to remember. Peace is okay. Peace is good. And don't spend so much time thinking about whether you're doing the perfect thing that you lose sight of the fact that you have a good life, just as it is. Good luck on your adventure, as always. Till next time. Thanks for watching.